on. I'm just waiting on my people to come on. Where are my peeps? What are we? Where are my people? Signal is bad. Hello, good night. How are you? I want to talk about our people who are helping the people who suffered from the hurricane. Thank you for joining, 6 of you on here. So I want to highlight you guys of what's happening, you know. So with one of our people here, person here, we're supporting the people. Go there again. I'll be check on yours if you are here. This signal will get trouble. I mean people coming on yours if it's still on. What do any start back? Ah, hello. Is anybody on here? Anybody give me a send me a message so I can know if the signal is still on. That is giving problem here. I'm gonna say now open for two. I'm gonna topic more to talk about tonight, you know. I'm gonna tell me this one I like to come back because thank you for subscribing somebody. Thank you very much. I'm having I want to it look like he come up now, Abby. Mm-hmm. Thank you guys. Just keep on subscribing. Somebody subscribe. Thank you very much. This signal is very bad here, and I'm trying my best to, you know, to communicate with you guys, but it's giving me a lot of trouble. I'm telling you, I can't stay too long on it tonight, you know. All right. Um, right now I'm going to read. Go back to the article now. I'm going to read for you guys what's happening in Saint Elizabeth. Um, so just subscribe as you come on, please. I'm looking for the article. The signal is very very poor, very poor. So it's kind of taking a while. Now, as said, this is Steve McGregor. I don't know if you can see it, and he's bringing aid to the people of Lacovia in St. Elizabeth. So I'm going to read what he says. So people are still suffering, you know. A lot of people are still suffering. Food, light, water, shelter is hard on them. And although I don't get back any electricity as yet, I have to keep using the little solar light I have here. But anyway, I'm glad for the opportunity. Now I'm going to read what's happening right here. What what I've seen in the article. My wife and I, along with my family from Lacovia in St. Elizabeth, visited um, the area on Monday. We met with my comrade sister Patricia Duncan, Scarlett, Forrester, PMP caretaker of Northwest St. Elizabeth, and identified communities still left out of relief effort, areas in urgent need of help and support. So, what they're doing, they're bringing aid for the people in that area, Lacovia, St. Elizabeth, that get this that the devastated hurricane passed through and ravish, you know. So please like up the live, just press the thumbs and subscribe. Thank you very much. All right. Um, the article continues to say, what struck me most were the faces of the people, especially the youngsters. They are desperate, yet so grateful just to be heard. For the first time, we are seeing children in rural areas begging, something unheard of before. These families need constant help, not one-off gestures. Not that they don't need just one-time thing, you know. They need help all the time because they don't have it at all and they are struggling. We cannot let the concern fade once novelty wears off. So this Mr. McGregor, Steve McGregor. He's a senior police, ex-senior police, and he run for um in the general election. In the general election, he run for as for central Kingston. You know he so he's the one now bringing aid to these people. Him and his wife in Lacovia, St. Elizabeth. And he continues to say, I am worried about how equitable relief is being coordinated. Health risks are rising where water sources have dried up and dead animals remain uncollected. So you see, oh God, they are struggling. You hear what it says? Water. I'm going to read it again. I am worried about how equitable relief is being coordinated. Health risks are rising where the water sources have dried up and dead animals remain uncollected. No, this is a recipe for disaster. water problem, dead animals still lie about same way from look how long the hurricane passed, and dead animals still out there. So you see, don't be surprised if we hear about some diseases or virus broke out all over the place, because I don't know, they need help, and authorities must consult with residents to ensure rebuilding is done properly and efficiently. The devastation is overwhelming. The Anglican Church in Lakovia, for example, looked as if struck by an earthquake or tornado. Its walls collapsed and roof torn in. So what he's saying now, the devastation of the building, of the church building. He said the devastation is overwhelming. The Anglican Church in Lakovia, for example, look as it was struck by an earthquake or tornado to show how the hurricane ravish and damage the places here in Jamaica. Uh-huh. Its walls collapsed and roof torn away. Through my own constituency is also struggling. I am committed to doing all I can with the help of family and friends. My wife's family members have been displaced. Also, his wife's family is from Lakovia. He's running in Kingston, Central Kingston, but his wife is from the same parish where they went to visit. He said, though my own constituency is also struggling. I am committed to doing all I can with the help of family and friends. My wife's family members have been displaced and have been asked to coordinate outreach to affected communities in St. Elizabeth and soon in Westmoreland and Portland. So it's going to, visit, also bring things to Westmoreland, where Westmoreland, trust me, it damaged bad, and Portland. Our mission, our mission to remind our brothers and sisters that they are not forgotten and we care deeply and will stand with them constantly until they are back on their feet. It's going to take a very long while, but with God's help, you know, I pray to God that they come come back up come back on their feet, early, because these people need a lot of help. When I say a lot of help, I mean a lot of help. And without God's intervention, I don't know. Um, so we have to pray all, because they are going through a lot right now. And I have another bit of news here I want to read to you guys. This one is interesting, and it says global disaster expert and former ODPEM, the ODPEM, head back as top of UN official to help rebuild Jamaica for Melissa's devastation. Let me repeat that. Global disaster expert, the former ODPEM head back and top UN official to help rebuild Jamaica from Melissa's. Let me just cut off. And then at one of Jamaica's darkest hour, global disaster expert Will Jackson has returned home under a United Nations assignment to help steer recovery from Hurricane Melissa, the most destructive storm in the island's modern history. Melissa struck Jamaica on October 28, has the most powerful system ever to do so, claiming at least claiming at least 45 lives. It damaged 120 buildings, displaced 90,000 people, and left losses estimated between $962 billion and $1.1 trillion. This is Mr. What's his name again? Ronald Jackson. I don't know if you can see him. He's working with the United Nations, and he returned home here in Jamaica. He's from Jamaica to help rebuild Jamaica, and that is so good when you have our people like leave the country and can come back and assist in these desperate conditions right now. It is so good. So, I know we have to help each other in this time, no matter what is, we can't be selfish people. We have to help each other. So, I'm looking for more news here to read to you guys. I'm not in bed tonight. I get up of bed, and sit up, and I just, I'm trying to link up with you guys to let you know what's going on. Let me see if I find any more news here. No, this is a news that not sounding good. I mean, hear this part. 2 police officers shot and killed on Walton Park Road. See, tell me, it just come up a while. See, so I've seen in the news again. See, it says, is it right here? I never see it. 2 police officers shot and killed in Walton Park Road. My God. My God, my God. Two officers were fatally shot during an operation in the 83-lane area of Walton Park Road, St. Andrew. Boy, I tell you, we have to pray for them, for the police and the soldiers them who are out there now, because I tell you, say, they are out there in spite of the hurricane, in spite of the terrible hurricane that just hit us in Jamaica. People find the time to kill each other. It's unfair, because see, 2 police officers they were on duty, and look what they have done. Let me read it again. 2 officers were fatally shot during an operation in the 83-lane area of Waltham Park Road in St. Andrew. They were conducting their duty, and that's what them people have no love. So they have to wonder where the love gone. Why these people can find some love and peace in their heart. Why, in spite of the things that's happening around us, hurricane, killed over 45 people, and a lot. We should be uniting, rebuilding Jamaica, rebuilding for each other. We should be finding time now to kill it, to taking people's life. They are not God. God is the one who made life, who gives life. He should be the one taking life. Nobody not supposed to behave in this kind of way. It's not nice. Where's the love and the unity we're supposed to have? I'm gonna tell you, brother. When we read these news, it just makes me feel sad, because you have your children, you have a child working out there as a police officer. I want to hear things like this. The first thing I go say, my God, I want it for my son or my daughter. You understand me? That's why I say I don't want nobody for me in that thing anymore. I had a son who was in the force here already, and I tell them to stop fret because it's not nice at all when every day you have to worry. Is them all right? Ah, boy, it's bad, really, really bad. And I have another piece of news I want to show you guys. We have a what do you call it, conjoined twins, and they sent them to Saudi Arabia to be separated, and the separation was successful thanks to the Saudi Arabian. Let me look to make sure where they got separated. See it right here. Uh, Let me read it. Jamaica is celebrating a moment of hope and gratitude following the successful separation of conjoined twins Azaria and Azora Edison, who underwent life-changing surgery in Saudi Arabia. I was right, in Saudi Arabia earlier this week. The announcement was made by Minister of Foreign